Okay, so today's topic is our first day of consulting. Now, in generic terminology, what is consulting? What is consulting? Anybody? What is consulting? We said Salesforce consulting today is the first day, but what is consulting? Generic meaning of the consulting. Inquiry, okay. Engaging, okay.
Meeting.
What else? Meeting, engaging.
Before doing anything, we will consult now, madam. Like that.
Okay, we will consult before doing anything. Okay.
For some suggestion or guidance.
Suggestion or guidance. Okay. Consulting the person. Okay.
Like becoming familiar to the platform or ecosystem.
Okay. And
Like third party.
third party. Okay. And somebody said here, help business, providing solution for business problem. Right? Providing solution for business problem. Okay.
Advice.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Advice.
Advice. Okay. Service, help business. Right. So basically, consulting is nothing but engaging the or making it busy or engaging the business. Now, how can you engage the business? What are the different activities there in the business? When I say business, business could be a very big company, could be a smaller company. Engaging the business in a certain format, is called consulting. Now, when we say engaging the business in a certain format, now business could be some smaller shop. Business could be anything from the small shop to the big, very big automotive business or a marketing or very huge, like a car selling, what are the big enterprise sellings are there. So those all are also called as a business. So from small to higher range, whatever you do, everything is called as a business. It doesn't matter whether it is a small business or whether it is a huge business, or you are selling to one person or you are selling to 100%, doesn't matter. Business is a business. Consulting the business in a certain format. Now let's take an example. Now let me take the example of supermarket. Now we all know that supermarket, whether you are in US or India or wherever you are, there is a one thing called supermarket. The name might be a different for the supermarket. Now, if you remember your somebody saying about like your mom days or your parents days, supermarket means when, are you guys able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Srilata, you
Yes, ma'am.
might have to join. Okay. So, right, supermarket, if you remember in olden days, how the supermarket is used to be. There is a one person who is sitting in the supermarket. The person will be sitting in the counter, and this is the person who has to, whoever is ordering something or some delivery is there, whatever is there, this person has to open a notebook. In the notebook, he has to write the details. Now, what is the sale happened today? So this person every day he has to note down in the book. Now, what are the items that are completed? What is the sold today? And everything like how many members came as a new customers, right? How much money I got, how much revenue we generated today. Everything the person used to note it down in the notepad. In the notepad. If he has to calculate, if this person has to calculate in a monthly, like last month, what is my revenue overall? Or in last 2 months, what is my revenue? Is it a constant revenue or did it increase the revenue or did it decrease the revenue? What happened? Now, am I improving or not? What this person used to do? Now, from the first day of till 31st day, whatever he has written, all the pages he has to go through that and take a notes of it, and completely one day he used to spend it and generate it. What is the previous month revenue? What is the current month revenue? These all things are he used to do it, right? Now, sometimes what happens is, now the people will say that, can you deliver the home? Now it is not it was not called as a deliver. The people who are like a old age home or something, old age people are there, they were not able to walk to the supermarket. They used to request this person, can you deliver to my home? So like this, he started delivering to the few homes. He recruited another person. He recruited another person saying that he recruited another person where he is going to take a part of the delivery, take a part of the whatever the items are there, he has to deliver into the each house. Right? Now the day by day, the count of the customers are increasing to deliver. Count of the customers are increasing to deliver. Now it is possible that this person might lose the customer of this person, right? Now after few days, the person will come and raise a concern to the shop owner saying that I'm not receiving the items. Like a daily it used to come, but last 4 days I'm not receiving it. From last 4 days, I'm not receiving it. Do you have a track of it? No, this person does not have any track of it. No, it is so difficult to maintain this kind of it because day by day his business is increasing. Day by day, the business is getting increased. When the business is getting increased, the customers also increase. When the customers are increased, it is not possible to maintain the track of the history, whether it is delivered to this person, whether it is delivered to this person. Each person tracking is so difficult to do that. Now, because of these issues, he is losing the customers. Because of this issue, he is losing the customer. He lost the customer of this, he lost the customer of this, he lost the customer of this. Like this, he is losing the customers. That means his business is going down. His business is going down. Now the person is looking for more ideas. How can we improve the business? Now suddenly he found a person and that person has explained about the Salesforce. That person has explained about the concept is called as a Salesforce. Now, in generic, if you have to explain somebody about the Salesforce, what do you explain it? Now, so far you might have done some research, right? Assume that this is the shopkeeper. Now you are guiding this person to use the Salesforce. Now you are guiding this person to use the Salesforce. Now what you will do? How you are going to explain this person? Now why are you worrying it? You can directly use the Salesforce application and those can be resolved, these kind of issues. Now how do you explain the person who does not know any technically, who does not know anything? How do you explain this person to use the Salesforce? How do you explain it? No, you are the person he is suggesting him. Now, how do you explain? what is Salesforce and why you are suggesting this person to use the Salesforce. What is the concept behind it? Now let's assume that you have to explain the Salesforce to somebody. How do you explain it? Anybody who is already aware of the Salesforce, the members who are already attending the free sessions, right? So how do you explain the Salesforce?
We will tell it is a customer relationship management platform where
You
we
can
can
track the
record, where we can have the data of all the customers who are availing our services, so that if needed, we can go to the data and check the history like that.
You can track the people also.
Okay. Salesforce is a CRM cloud-based solution for the sales marketing service. Whatever you are explaining yet, does this person is able to understand CRM cloud solution, the sales marketing service cloud?
You can store the data day by day.
Okay.
Uh,
Now,
You can
I
track the
just
people.
remember one thing. We have a Salesforce events, right? We have a Salesforce event that happens every
Yeah.
quarter or every year. There is a Salesforce event happens. There is a Salesforce event happens. In that Salesforce event, I think it was last year, 7-year-old boy came to the Salesforce event. And the question was, he asked is, can you explain Salesforce to me? He asked that question. That means the challenging is, in this event, everybody is very high level. Like everybody is an architect, managers, business people, right? Everybody is very high level. Everybody came to that event, and this 7-year-old boy just went to them and they just asked me that, will you able to explain me what is Salesforce? Now, how do you explain the Salesforce to a 7-year-old boy who does not even know sales, who does not even know service, who does not even know marketing? How do you explain it? This was a challenging for that event. Now, there is one person which I like. There are so many answers are there, but which I like the answer is to make the 7-year-old person to understand what is the Salesforce. What he has explained is, there is a magical kingdom. There is a magical kingdom sitting in the cloud. Sitting in the cloud. Who makes the business run smoothly. Right? Magical, the 7-year-old boy can understand. Kingdom, he can understand. Sitting, he can understand. In the cloud, he can understand this word. Who makes the business? Right? This business word has to be changed there. Now, business to run smoothly. Right? This is in simple terminology, he explained it. Oh, that person was, now he was surprised to say, okay, this is a magically it is happening. Whatever I'm taking it from the story, it's magically it is happening. So the boy understood the Salesforce in this sentence. So if somebody wants to run a business, they have to use a Salesforce. Because there is a magical kingdom who is sitting in the sky or who is sitting in the cloud. So that's the answer. So that is just a recall. Okay, so back to our story here. There is a person who has to explain the Salesforce to this whoever is the shopkeeper is there, a supermarket, right? Now, this person, if we have to explain to the supermarket, now the supermarket person knows 4 things. He knows what is customer. He knows what is customer, right? And he knows what is sales. The shopkeeper knows what is sales, and shopkeeper knows marketing. He's fair enough to understand the marketing of this person because he is doing the marketing of his shop. Whatever he is selling it, he is doing the marketing. Now, this terminology they understand. This terminology is understand. Now, this person came and he will understand is that there is an application. There is an application where you can maintain your customers' data. Maintain your customers' data. And also you can sell your product to the customers, and at the same time you can do the marketing using this application. Now this person suddenly asks that, okay, I can maintain the customer, I can do the sales also, I can do it, marketing also I can do it. Okay, this is something interesting. But if I use this application, suddenly if I get any issue, who is going to help me? Who is going to help me? Now he said that there is a team who is sitting there to help you if there is any problem. If there is any problem, there is a technical support. There is a technical support who is sitting there to help you in case if you have any problem. They will guide you how to resolve it. They will guide you how to resolve the issues. Now, this entire concept, that means by using the Salesforce, you can manage the customer data. You can manage the customer data, which is called as a CRM, CRM is nothing but customer relationship management. Customer relationship management. Customer relationship management. Now you can manage the customer data by maintaining the relationship with each customer, right? How I am going to maintain the customer? There is a certain process which we have to do. In the Salesforce, we have to do certain process. By using that certain process, Salesforce itself is going to guide you that you need to talk to right now this person. Right? It is going to suggest you that this is the time that you have to talk to this person, or you need to send a reminder email, or you need to call this person. Kind of a Salesforce itself is going to tell you that, okay, this is your timeline and you have to call it. That means this is the one of the application. By using this application, you can maintain the customer data, and as well as your relationship is going to increase along with the customers. Whatever the customers are there, your relationship is going to increase it by talking to them, or by giving some more offer to them, or in case if you are selling a few more product, you can suggest those details to the customers. So they might like it, so they will come and take it from the supermarket. So this is how, in case if you want to deal with the customers, in case if you want to talk to if you want to sell something, or if you wanted to do the marketing. Similarly, if there is any service that we have to provide it, like a delivering to the items to the house, right? In case if you wanted to do any deliver or any services to the customers, now what are the issues are raised by the customers, you can deal with in the services also. So everything is all these, in order to make your business to success, in order to make your business engaging, in order to engage the business, you need to follow the CRM application, which is called as a Salesforce. Now, to engage your business, we have to use a Salesforce application, now, which is called as a consulting. which is called as a consulting. Now let's talk about some scenario. Now let me take another scenario here. Now let's assume that I'm selling now there is a mall. In the mall, let's assume that we are selling in the mall. It's a very big mall. This mall is only related to the cars. What are the cars we have only related to that cars? Okay. Now in this car, we have a different items or different models of the cars are there, like a Volkswagen, Skoda, Audi. So many different model of cars are there here. So many different model of cars are there. Now assume that this showroom is in India. The showroom is in India. What are the showroom is the car showroom? It's in India. Now in the US, they have released one more new car. They have released one more new car. Okay, it is super automatic. Everything is, you need not to hold the steering also. It will automatically take you. Everything is a AI technology. Everything is AI technology. There is a new car in the US. Now the person who is sitting in the India, he wants to buy that car. He wants to buy that car. Now how that person came to know that US is released the new car? How this person who is sitting in the person in India, how he came to know that there is a new car which is released
Marketing.
in the US?
Advertisement.
Advertisement. Right? Advertisement,
Promotion.
promotions. Promotions and campaign, publicity, right? So somebody is talking, his friend is talking about that car, or that relative members are talking about that car. Now this person came to know with the different ways. Now, when this person came to know about that, came to know about that, now this Indian person called one of his friend who is sitting in the US, he told that, can you do a test drive? Can you check that? I have seen some advertisement about the car, which is a completely automatic. Now I need that car whenever I'm going for a long drive. Whenever I'm going for a long drive, I need that kind of a car, not in the local cities, but when I'm going outside of the city, now I need that kind of a car. Can you check and tell me whether it is suitable to use in the India or not? Now, what this person's friend is in, whoever is sitting in the US, what that person will do is, he will go to the website of what are the website is that now new car website. Now that person will go to open the website. Now there is a website. In this website, what this person will do is, he will register all his details. First name, last name, email, phone number. He will register and he will say that I wanted to go for a test drive. I wanted to go for test drive. Because before buying anything, now I wanted to buy a car. If I wanted to buy a car, first what we will do, we will first definitely do the test drive, whether it is India or US, whether I'm buying a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler, definitely we wanted to do the test drive, whether it is, am I able to handle it properly or not, whether it is suitable for me or not, and whatever my requirements are there. Now this India person has given some requirements to the US person. The India person has given some requirement to the US person. What is that requirement? Now he is telling that I wanted to use this car outside of the city. outside of the city, I wanted to use it. Now, if it is outside of the city, now this person might be aware that how the India is, and that is one requirement. Another requirement is at least 4 members has to sit comfortably. At least 4 member has to sit comfortably, and it should have all kind of a different break and whatever. In case if I fall in a sleep, it should give me some kind of a alert or make me busy into while driving it, or automatically taking care of driving whenever I fall in sleep. So those kind of everything requirement he will give it to that US member. Now he will take that requirement and he will keep that requirement with him, and then he is going to register here test drive. Whenever, as soon as it is registered in the test drive, as soon as it is registered in the test drive, now this company will receive there is a record gets created in the company. There is a record gets created in the company. Now this record is, now let's assume. So there is a person, US person is there, right? So US person, his name is, let's give some name here, Ajay. So let's take it as Ajay.
Alex.
Okay, Alex. So let's take it as Alex. So Alex is who is in the US. Now Alex is registered the data in the website. As soon as it is registered in the website, immediately what happened at the back end, the data will go and sit into the company's records. It is going to sit into the company's record. Whatever the company's record is there, it is going to store that data here. Now here Alex, and what are the first name, last name, email ID, and when he wanted to do the test drive, everything the data sits into the record. Everything sits into the record. Now once it is successfully inserted, now Alex is going to receive an email. Alex is going to receive an email that your data is registered in our database, and our team is going to contact you as soon as possible, and we will schedule your test drive, everything. Now this person, Alex, has received the email. Now once he received the email, now he will update. Alex is going to update. Now Indian person name is, let's say, Ajay. Now Alex is going to update Ajay saying that I have booked the test drive and this is the date. I'm going to go for it and try for it, and then I'll let you know. That kind of information he will give it. Now the day has came. Now the Alex went and he has done the test drive. Alex did the test drive. Now he has verified. When he is doing the test drive, in his mind, all the requirement that is given by his friend is he is checking with the person. Now, for example, once you book the test drive, and you have to go to that place in order to do the test drive. When you go to the showroom, in the showroom, there are so many people are there. In company only, there are so many people are working. In the company only, so many people are working. So as soon as Alex is entering into the mall, he could see few cubicles there. Cabin, right? One cabin, few members are sitting, another cabin, few members are sitting, another cabin, few members are sitting. There is another cabin sitting there also. Now, each cabin, there is a multiple users are there. Each cabin, there are so many users here. So many users are there. Now, these users, now he doesn't know that where to go, because first time he is visiting to this showroom. First time he is visiting to the showroom. Now, in the showroom, whom to talk, he doesn't know anything, and there are so many people are sitting in the each cabin, there are so many members are there. That means whenever there is inside the company, if it is a very big company or smaller company, at least you will have a minimum 2 groups will be there who is taking care of the different activities. Who is taking care of the different activities. That activities might be a different activities. Now, one group is taking care of the admin part. One other group is taking care of the sales part. Another group is taking care of the service part. Another group is taking care of the service. Now, this is the sales team, and this is the service team. This is service team, and this is insurance team, and this is a transportation team. Transportation team. Now we have a different kind of a teams are there. Now, whenever you wanted to do the test drive, do you go to the service team with your requirement? Now, do you go to the service team asking that this is my requirement, can you build the car and give it to me? No, I cannot go to the service. Even in India also, if I wanted to buy a car, I cannot go to the service team with the requirements. So these all are my requirement. Can you build the new car and give it to me? I cannot go to the service team. Now, based on my requirement, I should talk to the sales team. Now, who is going to guide me here? The person who is sitting in the help desk or somebody is before the sales. There is some another team is there. There is another team who is sitting. Now that team first need to contact Alex. Now what is his requirement? What is the Alex requirement? Now that is another team. That is another team who is sitting in the different place. Now here we have another team. Now this team is going to, first it needs to talk to the Alex. Gather all the requirement. What is he is expecting? What is he is expecting out of this car? What is his requirements? What is the requirements? Now they will take it and they will take him to the test drive. While doing the test drive, they will try to gather more information of the customer. They will do more, gather the while doing the driving. This group is smart enough to capture the details of this person. Now he will try to capture whatever the requirements are there. They are going to capture the details. Now, in the company, remember that in the company, if you have a different groups, right? All the groups does not have a same access. Now here insurance team has a access to only insurance related data. That means access level is restricted. Salesperson is going to have a access to the only sales, and service team is going to have a access related to the service object. Now transportation team is going to have a only related to the object which are related to the transportation. Only that access is there. That means in this group, whether I have a 2 users, there are 2 users. In this group, I have a 3 users. In this group, 2 users, and 2 users. Now, whatever the users are there within the group, within this group, there is some allocation happen that now if you are part of this group, then you should have only access to the sales team, sales related. If you are part of this service, you should have access to the only service. Similarly, this consulting team will have access to the only certain objects, and when I say certain object, certain data access will be there. There is only certain data access will be there. Now this team is going to talk to this person, get all the information, capture it. Now this person is, whatever his experience is that this person is going to share with Ajay, saying that yes, it is good. I feel that it is not too automatic, as they have explained, it is not too automatic, but you can use this in India, and I can see that it's comfortable and it has so many options. If you want to make it as a manual, it is right now automatic, but if you want to switch it to the manual, you can switch it to the manual. And also you need not to put the escalator every time if you are going outside of it. So there is some button which is going to, if you hit that button, automatically the escalator button will be on. So you can free up your legs. So all those information this person is giving to the Ajay. Now Ajay is, now he got it confident to go for it, buy for the car. to go for, he is now ready to buy the car. Now he is ready to buy the car. Ajay is full satisfied and he is ready to buy the car. Now he will inform after 2 days to the Alex, now go ahead and buy the car. Go ahead and buy the car. Now he has informed Alex, right? But Alex is busy with his work. Alex is busy with his work. Now in the meantime, what happened is this consulting team has forwarded the information to the sales team. They have forwarded the information to the sales team because this consulting team felt that based on the discussion with this person, now they felt that this person might go for it because he liked it. Based on the discussion, because there is a certain criteria will be, this team is, they will have a kind of a criteria or a decision they will easily understand by looking at their face expression whenever we talk to them, so they can understand. So we know that this lead, we call it as a lead because he is the interested person. Now this lead is interested. Now you go ahead and register this data into the system, and this person might buy the car. Now just check this. His consultant team is going to give the information to the sales team. Now sales team can take all the information and they will create a record within the system, and after 2 weeks or after 3 weeks, sales team observed that this person did not come back. Now what sales team is going to do is they are going to call the Alex saying that 3 weeks back you have came for a test drive. We wanted to know your feedback, everything. Slowly they will start it and slowly they will encourage to buy the car. Now they have all kind of a discussion, they will have it. Now finally this person says that, okay, we wanted to buy for it. Okay, we wanted to buy for it. That means the person is interested and he might go for paying the amount. He might go for paying the amount and purchase the product. Now this kind of a decision sales team is going to make it. Now assume that if this person is going to pay, and that means this person is going to purchase the details. Right? What is happening? Now, whatever this user is there, whatever this lead is there, that lead gets converted into the opportunity. That lead gets converted into the opportunity. Whenever it is converted to the opportunity, that means they are going to buy. They are going to buy the car. Now we know that this person is 100% he is going to buy, but there is a deal that needs to be happened because Alex is going to ask for here, if it is a new car, he is asking that give me 5% discount, 5% discount because I'm the first customer and first time I came to your showroom, so give a 5% discount. Now there is a discussion is going to happen. Immediately, whoever is the person dealing with Alex, he is not available today. Now today is the deal is going to be ended. It's supposed to end today. The deal is supposed to end today. Suddenly this person is not available today. So what this person has to do? This person has to share the details within the group to the another user. He has to share the details to the another group. That means he is going to share the record. He is going to share the record, and when he shares the record, now here what will happen immediately? Now this person is going to share the details, and now this time this person is going to talk to Alex saying that this person is not available. Now he has shared all these details with me, and can you so are you okay to go for it? He has shared everything and we are going to approve the 5%. Now this person is saying that no, not 5%. I'm asking the 10%. I'm asking the 10%. Now this person is got confused. Now whatever the sales user one is there, sales user one has mentioned to user two, it's a 5% deal. But when this user two is talking to the Alex, he mentioned 10% deal. Now what should happen? This user two has to send an email, which is nothing but has to inform the manager saying that we received a lead. We received a lead, and this lead is, we received a lead, and this lead is going to convert the opportunity, but we need your approval. He has to send a manager saying that we need your approval. We need your approval, which is because we need your approval because the person is asking the 10%. Person is asking the 10%. If you approve it, I'll go ahead and have a discussion. I will go ahead and have a discussion, which is called as the approval process. Which is called as the approval process. Now, if the manager says that, okay, I approve it, go ahead and have a discussion with that person. Now, this person is going to buy a car. Now, once he bought the car, now there is a deal is going to happen. Now, there is a deal is going to happen between these two members saying that I bought a car, but I wanted to send it to India. Do you have a transportation? Do you have a transportation? Now, what sales team is going to suggest? Now, there is a team who is sitting here, transportation. Now, you can talk to this team. Now, this person will go and talk to this person. We have to move, we have to send this car to the India, and he will give all the address details. Now, what is happened? Already there is a account is created. Already there is a account is created here. Account is created on the Alex name. Account is nothing but there is a record is created on the Alex name. There is a record is created on the Alex name. Now, during the deal, he will mention that now I need to send this car to the India. I need to send this car to the India. Now, immediately this sales team is realized that, okay, this is not for the US, it is for India. It is for India. Now, this person will ask that, how much do I need to pay as per the Indian amount? As per the Indian amount, how much do I need to pay it? That means sales team need something automated. If I say in the dollar, how much is the car? Like in dollar, if I say that this car is a $20,000. This car price is $20,000. Now we have to convert this into the Indian rupees. We have to convert into the Indian rupees. Now, if I have to convert into the Indian rupees, now what we are going to do it, we are going to create a one more. Here we have an automated process in the Salesforce, which is called as a formula field. As a formula field. By using this formula field, what I am going to do is convert the US dollars into Indian rupees. As per that day, that each day the rating is going to change. That means $1 equal to 89 rupees. If it is a 89 rupees today, tomorrow it might change. As per that day, whatever the exchange rate is there, as per that, it should be automatically convert the Indian rupees. So this is called as a formula field in the Salesforce. This is called formula field in the Salesforce. Now we are going to Salesforce is going to create some kind of a automation to understand the sales team based on the US dollar, what is the Indian rupees. So sales team is going to look for the data and it says that in Indian rupees, whatever it is there. So right now, $1 equal to, I guess, 85 or 89. So they are going to see here what are the amount is there. He is going to explain this person. Now same thing he will explain to the Ajay. Now he says that, okay, go for it. So Alex will say that, okay, I'll buy. So now I needed data of the transportation. Now, whenever we have a transportation data, transportation can be happen in the multiple ways. Now, car can be delivered to the within the city. Car can be delivered to the within the city. Car can be delivered to the outside of the city. It is a US only, but it is a different. In the US, there is a different place we need to deliver. Different place we need to deliver, right? And if it is outside India, we have a different places we have to do the delivery. This is within the US, right? If it is within the US, if I need to deliver, the transportation charges is less. and I do not need a much information if it is within the US, right? Now, if it is a some city in the US only, there is a different city. Probably we are buying in the Sydney. We are buying the car in the Sydney, but I wanted to. Sorry, it's in Sydney is Australia. For example, I am buying the car in the Boston, and I wanted to deliver to the North America. Right, so if it is that kind of thing, that is a US, I need to deliver that, but it is a different city. And India, it's all together. Now, if you observe here, the data which is needed here is totally different. The data which I need, the transportation team needs a different, because if it is within the US, I do not need much information about the like a passport and Indian address, and also Indian what are the courier is there, so those courier details. I do not need all those details. If it is a US, within the US, but it is a different city, I might need a few more details other than what are the in the same city. In the same city, I do not need some information. If it is a different city within the US, I might need a few more details. If it is outside of the US itself, then I need few details, because if it is within the city, I can deliver by going to the car. I can take a car, I can take a tractor, I can take some vehicle on road, I can go ahead and I can deliver it. If it is a different city, if it is a different city, maybe a truck or something which is a heavy vehicle, I need to go for it. I need to go for it. If it is a India, I need to send this either plane or something which I need to ship.
Cruise.
Right, so something which I need here in order to deliver. Right, so these are the different data I needed totally I needed different data. When you have this concept, but everything is sitting into the one table, whether it is within the city, whether it is within the US, or if it is outside of the US, this everything data is sitting in one table. This every data is sitting in the one table. But how can I differentiate? We can differentiate using the record type. We can differentiate using the record type. Using the record type, we have a concept called record type. Why do I need a record type? Because if it is a India, I need to get so much of information that which I needed, even some kind of a bonding paper, all those things which I need to take care of. But sometimes we might have to remove the parts of the car and then I have to separate it. All those things which we need to do it, right? And similarly, if it is outside of the city, then I need some more details. Where I need some kind of a paper agreement paper if I have to deliver to the another city in the US. So those data. So data is a different, but table is the same. Table is same, but the data is different. In that case, what we will do is we will go for a record type. Now he will deliver. Now finally, he will take all the information and he will deliver to this person. He will deliver to the whoever is the Ajay is there. He will deliver to this person. Now, as soon as it is delivered, both will be receiving an email. Ajay will receive an email. Alex also will receive an email saying that this is delivered. This is the delivered. Now, this company has to create a record of Alex, as well as they have to create a record of Ajay. As well as they have to create a record of Ajay, because actually who is bought? Ajay has bought. Ajay has bought it. But through whom? Through the Alex. Because Ajay is not in the US, he gave a referral of Alex. Through the Alex, he bought it. That means these two records has to be there in the system. Has to be there in the system. And I need to implement some kind of a relationship between these two records. I need to implement some kind of a relationship between these two records. We need to implement a relationship between these two records. Now, what is that relationship? Could be because of this person he has came, because parent record is Alex, child record is Ajay. Now, in case if I'm not able to talk to the Ajay, then I might talk to the Alex, because Alex has reported. Alex has reported. Maybe the relationship is a Probably self relationship could be a possible, it is a self relationship, or could be a possible that it is a parent relationship, right? So some kind of a relationship which we need to implement within the record, because tomorrow if this car, whatever the showroom is there, if the showroom is wanted to get the data of the record, they should understand how we came to, how the new lead has came from the India to US, how it has happened. If they wanted to know, now we can check the relationship here. By checking the relationship, we can get the details of the person. We can get the details of the person. Now he came through the user, or which is the person is called Alex. So Alex is the actually US citizen. Now through the US citizen, he has came to the referral of this lead, right? Now here I am saying that different in each group. Now in the sales, we have a different group. In the service, we have a different members are there. In insurance, we have a different members are there. In transportation, different members are there. That means in the company, if they have to log in the application, if they have to log in the application to check the data, they need some kind of a access. They need some kind of a access. That means there is a record should be created for them. Whether it is a sales team, whether it is a service team, whether it is an insurance team, whether it is a transportation team, or whether it is a consulting team, everybody should have a user. The record should be there. The record should be there. Now, simple example, when you go for a bank, right? Now, if you want to either withdraw amount or a debit the amount, not the debit. For example, you wanted to check your account balance. For example, you wanted to check your account balance. If you have your user credential, then only you can go to the bank and you can check what is the right now amount, current balance, what is there, right? So that is what you are going to check. So user record has to be there if the people are logging into the application to check the data. If the people are logging into the application to check the data, now here Alex record is created. Now the salesperson, if the person has to go and check what is the data it is created today, now this person need to have a user credentials. Similarly, in this service, whoever the users are there, all the members has to be created. So we have a total 12 or 13 users are there. So all the 13 users record should be created within the system. Now all these 13 users should have a same permission. No, it need not to be, because the salesperson should have access to the only sales. Now that means we are restricting the access through the profile and permission set. We are restricting the access through the profile and permission set. We are restricting the access to the profile and permission set. Now, similarly, this user will, sales users will have a different profile, service user will have a different profile or a different permission set, insurance team will have a different profile, different permission set, because the level of access is different. The level of access is different. Right? So this is how it is going to define. Now this person is using the car. Now this person is using the car. After a few days, what happened is suddenly it came for a repair. Something is not working. Automatic system is not working. Now Ajay raised a case to the this whatever the website is there, within the website he raised a case. Now as soon as he raised a case, then immediately service team is going to involve. Now whenever he raised a case within the website, as soon as he raised a case within the website, now here there is a concept called Web2 case. Web2 case. There is a concept called Web2 case is there. Now this Web2 case is generated. As soon as it is generated, service team. Now within this, everybody is busy with the different cases. Everybody is busy with different cases. Now what we will do is, instead of assigning to the each service, there is a thin layer which is sitting here. There is a thin layer which is sitting here. What is this thin layer is going to do is, as soon as the case is created, just assign it to this layer. What is this layer is going to do? It is going to keep all the cases within this. Whenever the person is free, they can go to this layer and get the information, and they can assign it to themselves. They can assign it to themselves. Now this layer is called as a queue. This layer is called as a queue. Now we are going to assign the cases to the queue. We are going to assign the cases to the queue, which is called as the assignment rule. Assignment rule. Now, what is this assignment rule is called? Whenever there is a record is created within the Salesforce, whenever there is a record is created within the Salesforce, assign the case to the queue or assign it to the, based on the certain rule, assign that record to this some user or some group or some queue, right? So we are going to assign it to the queue here, and the users, whoever is available, they will go to the queue and get the information. They are going to get the information. Now they will start working on this issue, and they will contact this person saying that, okay, we will send you the service to the India, and the person will come and check, and everything dealing is happens between both of them. And once the dealing is done, then they have resolved the issue. Now they have closed it. They have closed it. Now in between this, now in between this, there is a some kind of a, now after few days, like after few years, maybe after 6 years, again he has logged into this website. Again, he has logged into website. Now, whenever he logs into this website, his record is already there in the system. His record is already there in the system. As soon as this person log into the website, there is some automation rule that should be running at the back end. As soon as after 6 months or after 6 years, again the person is visiting to the website is nothing but being immediately there has to be some alert should go to the this team, sales team. Immediately the alert should go and saying that, okay, the person whoever is bought a car of a cost of $20,000, now he came back to the site after 6 years. Now this is a chance for you to sell a new car. That kind of a automation tool that should be implemented. Now, if you want to implement that kind of a automation tool in the Salesforce, what we use is either we go for a workflow, or we go for a process builder, or we go for a lightning flows, right? So these are the one. Process builder is a deprecated. So I'll cover it, but very high level I'll cover it. I'll not go in depth of it. So these are the workflow or a lightning flows which we can implement it in order to make it automated, because after 6 years, if the person is coming to the website is nothing but there is something good sale is going to happen. Now immediately sales team should be getting alert saying that before 6 months the person has bought the $20,000 car. Now you can sell, it's kind of a double $40,000 or $60,000 car to him. He might be able to purchase that kind of a car. Now, once this is done, at the end of the year or at the end of the quarter, now whoever is the manager is there, this manager is going to ask a report to the different teams, sales team, service team, consulting team, insurance team, transportation team. He is going to ask a reports. Now, how much you have generated a revenue? How much you have generated a revenue in last quarter or last year, and how much revenue you have generated from last 3 months, compared to previous months. Now, quarter is nothing but basically we have a months, right? January, February, March. January, February, March is a one quarter. April, May, June is another quarter. Now here, the manager is going to ask is what is the previous quarter revenue and how much do you think you can increase the revenue for this quarter? Now, once this is done, in the June end of the month, he will ask you that what is the revenue that you have generated for the last 3 months. And compared to the previous 3 months, is it a higher or a less? If it is a less, why it is a less? If it is a higher, who are the new customers that we have received it? All the analysis are going to happen. All the analysis are going to happen. Now, in overall, what we are going to learn in my course is in the consulting, we are going to talk about the marketing. Which is a marketing cloud. Where is this marketing cloud? Initially, what are the advertisements are happened? Initially, whatever the advertisements are happened, this is called as a marketing. This is called as marketing. Then I'm going to talk about the sales cloud. Sales cloud is whoever is selling the details. Whoever is selling the details, that is called as a sales cloud. And next I'm going to talk about the service cloud. Service cloud. Now service cloud is whenever there is any issue, if they wanted to deal with the customers, then we are going to go for a service cloud. Now this is very high level. What are the objects? When I say object is nothing but table. What are the tables? What are the objects? Right? What are the objects in the Salesforce terminology? We call it as a objects. In normal, it is a table. In Excel sheet, how the table is there. Similarly, in the Salesforce also, object is there. Similarly, in the Salesforce also, object is there. Now we are going to talk about how many data, what is the data will be there, in marketing, and what is the strategy involved in the marketing cloud. What is the strategy is involved in the marketing cloud? How can we gather the new leads in the marketing cloud? How can we make sure that existing leads are still continue the using same product, right? That is what we are going to talk about in the marketing cloud. In the sales cloud, now sales cloud is nothing but either you are selling a product, it's about selling the product, or maybe interaction with the customers. Now they need to keep interacting with the customers, or they need to have in sales cloud, we need to implement some kind of a automated process. Or we need to have some kind of a communication. When I say communication is nothing but email alerts. We are going to discuss all this in the sales cloud. In the service cloud, service cloud is nothing but who is going to deal with all the customers. Who are dealing with all the customers, probably all the customers' problems. Now, service cloud, in the service cloud, they will be taking the real-time data also. Collecting the real-time data and dealing with the customers. And in the sales, along with this, in the sales, one of the challenging part is that whoever is the customers are there, how can we make sure that customers should buy the product? And when they buy the product, now when they buy the product, if there are any discounts, when they are buying the product, is there any discounts? How to generate a quote? Quote is nothing but some kind of a bill. It is kind of a bill or an invoice, quote or invoice. And how are we going to get the orders? If I'm going to get the new orders, how are we going to get the new orders? All these things are involved in the sales cloud. Whereas marketing cloud is, how can you make sure your business is reaching to the customers? Which is called as a B2C concept. Business to customer. How can you make sure that your business, your product, whatever is there, it is reaching to the customers or not? Now, in the consulting, we have 10 sessions, and in the 10 sessions, we are going to talk about the theory part of it. Then we will jump onto the admin. Part. In the admin, so for whatever we have discussed in the scenario, So far, whatever we have discussed the scenario here, we are going to cover all those scenarios. Now, what I'm going to cover in this scenario, first one is web to lead. Web to lead, how to generate a web to lead. That means if I wanted to do the test drive, I need to go to the website and I need to insert my data. There is a data created in the company, which is called as a web to lead. And email alert or email template, email alert or email template. Right, these I'm going to cover it, and we are going to cover the objects. Objects are nothing but a table, and we are going to cover the fields, which is fields is nothing but how can I store the data in the Salesforce, where can I store the data, and what kind of a data can be stored is kind of a fields, and how can I view the data in the Salesforce, which is a tab. And then along with the fields, we have something called as a formula field. Right, we have discussed the scenario in order to convert the US dollars to the India dollar. How can I do that? So which is called as a formula field. Also, we are going to talk about the relationship. There are different type of relationships are there. We are going to talk about it, and we are going to talk about the record types, why we use the record types. And if I'm getting the duplicate leads, the person is already registered in the website. Again, he is registering it. Now, how can I avoid the records? The duplicate records, whatever I'm getting it, how can I avoid it? Which is the duplicate roles. We are going to talk about the duplicate roles, and we are going to discuss about the users, and we are going to discuss about the profile. How can I give the permission to the profile? And we are going to discuss about the permission set group, permission set group. How can I give the permission set? And what is the sharing concept? What is the sharing concept? How do we do the sharing concept? Do I have anything org level sharing? Right, all the sharing concept we are going to discuss, and then automation tools. Whatever the automation tools are there, those tools I'm going to discuss. Automation tools are workflows, lightning flows. This we are going to discuss, and then we are going to also talk about the Web2 case. Web2 case, and also we are going to talk about the knowledge article. Knowledge article is nothing but whenever the service team is resolving the one case, they need to document it. They need to document, because next time if they see same kind of a issue, simply they will provide that knowledge article to the customer. Now customer itself can resolve the issue by themselves. Then we are going to talk about the reports and dashboard. This is the overall of the consulting and admin. Now, in every day, I'm going to discuss about one scenario. At least maximum I'll try to discuss about one scenario. And for this scenario, how to implement it, we are going to implement that same logic. Right? So that's all about it. Now, let me ask you the question. Now, if you have understood this entire architecture, then you should be able to answer this. Now, the question is, how does the Salesforce experience the cloud? How does Salesforce is going to, instead of experience cloud, how does Salesforce is going to help a business How does Salesforce is going to help business? Okay, how does Salesforce is going to help the business? And how do you increase the customers? How does Salesforce is going to help the business, and how do you increase the customers?
Salesforce will help the customer to automate their business
Mhm.
with the help of the application, CRM application, and the platform force.com, where they can customize or configure the application according to their use.
Okay, yeah.
And they also provide a marketing cloud through which they like run campaigns to promote their product.
In sales process
Sorry.
to the customer.
Who is this realme? Can you explain it again?
Are you telling me to explain it again?
No, not you, Virali. There is one more person who was talking about it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Now, whatever I have explained from last 1 hour, from that point of view, how Salesforce is going to help? From last 1 hour, whatever I have discussed, now from that point of view, how Salesforce is going to help the business? Let me ask you in a different way. If the business has to run, what all things are needed?
Campaign marketing.
Marketing,
Marketing,
Sales
campaign,
and service.
sales.
marketing,
And
sales.
service.
Service. Do we have that all the applications in the sales, all the clouds in the Salesforce?
Yes.
Yes.
So right. So somebody has given here, it helps collect the customer interest, meet the requirement, help the sales, maintain customer relationship, address issues faced by the customer. Overall, it will help in running business by addressing all the details involved. So to simplify the business process and organize it accordingly or seamlessly, right? Sales and marketing, right? Data, customers, marketing, sales and service. That's right. So if you want how the Salesforce is going to help is because Salesforce has a different cloud. It has a different cloud. Now, if you want to do the marketing, sales, service, whatever you wanted to do is Salesforce is providing the default automation. There is a default execution it is providing it just by taking the Salesforce for at least a small business. For at least small business, you can implement an application in the Salesforce. And by maintaining that, which with the less maintenance, you can improve the customers and you can build the relationship with the customers by storing the customers' details. Right, perfect. So that's all for today.